I'm about to show you the best and most proper way to put in eye drops, plus the best part of the video, I'm going to show you 3 tips to make it way easier. If you have a hard time keeping your eyes open, if you keep missing your eye and putting the eye drop on your cheek, these tips will definitely help. And I'm going to show you how to make your eye drops more efficient and last longer. Let's focus in. First things first is you want to prep properly. You will be touching your eye, so you want to make this process as clean and safe as possible. So don't ignore these steps. Try and do this as best as you can. So once you're ready to put the eye drop in, you put the eye drops in your dominant hand, and with your non-dominant hand, you're going to pull down your lower eyelid to create this little pocket. And that eyelid pocket is going to be what's going to catch the eye drop. Now your non-dominant hand is also going to serve another purpose. It's going to serve as the balancing hand. So when you take your dominant hand with the eye drop, you're going to rest it right onto your non-dominant hand, and that keeps your dominant hand nice and balanced. And this is nice because if you're a little shaky and maybe holding the eye drop and you tend to miss a lot, this can help balance it so you have a little bit more control. A quick tip here is you don't want to hold the eye drop way too high because it's kind of jarring when that eye drop actually hits your eye. And also, it makes it a little bit harder actually to get the eye drop in your eye. So you're going to be nice and balanced on that non-dominant hand. Hold the eye bottle pretty close to your eye. You don't want to touch your eye, obviously, but hold it pretty close to your eye and then squeeze the bottle and let the drop fall in. Now you follow the exact same steps, keeping the eye drops in your dominant hand, and you just switch right over to the other eye. Now, quick tip here, once you get the eye drops in both eyes, you want to do something called punctal occlusion. There are actually drains on our inner eyelids on the side by our nose, and there's little holes called puncta, and if you want the drops to last longer on your eyes, you can actually occlude or pinch off those drains to keep the eye drops from draining out of the eye. So if you feel right on the inside of your eye, you can feel a little nub right there. So if you pinch right there on both sides, that will block off that drain and keep the eye drops in there, and you want to do this for about 30 seconds. The other tip is to keep your eyes closed. The more you blink, the more you can flush and move the eye drops out of your eye. So if you keep your eyes closed and do punctal occlusion, this will make the drop last longer. So now let's get into the tips to make this even easier. If you have a hard time keeping your eyes open, tip number 1 is for you. For this tip, it's actually easy if you lie down on the floor or on the couch, and you're actually going to be able to close your eyes on this one. Now when you're ready, you can actually put the eye bottle right over the bridge of your nose, and if you look right at the tip, if you can, then you'll know that it's actually aiming at your eye, and then you can actually close your eyes and then drop the eye drop in there and actually hit your eyelashes or the corner of your eye. And then if you're able to blink after that, the eye drop will fall right in the eye and start spreading around. This is also a very good tip for young children and kids that don't want to put eye drops in. You can actually have them close their eyes and do it that way. Now, if you tend to miss the eye drop a lot, you keep it in your cheek, or if it runs off the side, then tip number 2 is going to help you out. Now, you can actually find a lot of eye drop helper tools on Amazon, Walmart. There are a bunch of different kinds. Kind of like this one I got off Amazon. It's not very expensive, but you can actually put it on your eye drop bottle, and then this will go right over your eye socket. So it kind of helps guide the eye drop right into your eye. You just put it right over your eye and drop like that, and see, I got it right in my eye. This will make it easier so you're not missing your eye all of the time. Now, a lot of these have mixed reviews. Some people like them, some people don't. Let me show you the one that I like, and it's actually fairly new. So this one's called Magic Touch, the eye drop helper. Like I said, fairly new, but you can get it on Amazon, and it's actually a tool that you actually put on your finger just like this. So for this one, you actually transfer the drop right on the tip of the helper here. So then the eye drop sits right on the top of the tool. And then you can do something similar where you create that eye pocket, you pull it down, and then you actually can just transfer it right on there. And it falls right in your eye like that. It makes it really, really, really easy. And if you're someone that doesn't want to tip your head back a lot, it makes you uncomfortable, maybe you have a bad neck, or you just want to get it in every time, this is the one to definitely try out. It's really nice and really convenient. Now, this is actually made out of antimicrobial medical grade silicone, so it is relatively safe, but you would still want to clean this. Just make sure that you're not leaving any residue on the tip there. Now, for all of these, I'll put the links in the description below if you want to check them out or check out the prices. But if this is helping so far, definitely hit that like button. Tip number 3 is an age-old trick. It's actually been around for a while, but if you're having a hard time knowing if you're getting the eye drop in your eye, then you can actually put the eye drop in the refrigerator. Having that cool eye drop will let you know if you actually get it in your eye. It kind of has a cool sensation, a little bit shocking a little bit, but some people actually like it, especially if you have allergies or some inflammation. The cool eye drop can actually feel really, really good, and it makes it easier to know if you got it in your eye. Now let me show you how to make your eye drops, your medication eye drops, artificial tears, last longer and be more efficient. The average eye drop that comes out of a bottle is about 50 microliters. Now, your eye can only accommodate 10 microliters. That's how much your eye can actually absorb. That means on average about 40 microliters of your eye drop medication is just getting flushed down your cheek or going down your nose. It's actually not getting in your eye. And so there's a lot of waste there. So you definitely only want to be using one drop when you're doing eye drops. But if you want to make your eye drops last longer and be more efficient, you want to pick up this guy. It's called the Nano Dropper. This is a tool that you can actually screw right onto your own eye drop bottle, and it makes it so that the fluid that's coming out is only 10 microliters. It's actually the amount that your eye can actually handle. So that means 5 of the eye drops that are coming from the Nano Dropper equals a whole eye drop that's coming from your regular bottle. So if you still happen to miss your eye and it lands on your cheek, you have 4 more tries and you still haven't used more than a normal eye drop. Also, if you use all the tips and techniques and you get the eye drop in your eye every time, then your eye bottle could probably last a lot longer than if you didn't have the Nano Dropper. So the Nano Dropper definitely does pay for itself. I'll definitely put the link in the description below, and they actually provided me with a discount code that I can pass on to you to make it even cheaper. So really the people at Nano Dropper are awesome, and you definitely should look into it to make your eye drops last longer and be more efficient. I hope this video helps. Share it if you know of some people that are using eye drops all the time. Definitely check out my other videos for more eye tips right here. I'm Dr. Neil Gaiman, Dr. EyeGuy. Stay focused.